Is TF and CF an important factor for guest post backlinks? To be completely honest with you, I don't look at CF and TF at all. For our guest posts, we do sell guest posts. I believe we have a bare minimum of 5, but we like to have them up around 10. But yeah, that's more in place because some people like it rather than something that we think is super duper important. But it does help kind of like automate the whole system in a way, with just making sure things are looking healthy on the back end. But when I'm looking at sites myself, I don't really pay much attention to CF and TF when judging the value of a backlink. Do you, Nick?
So the only time I really use CF
Domain
and
hunting?
TF is domain hunting. Yeah. Because I'm blanketing like a large query and I have to start off with some metrics, right? So I do look at DA. I'll look at DR if I've got Ahrefs available, but it's kind of expensive to try and blanket with them now. So then other obvious ones are CFTF, and I like to kind of look at them in conjunction with one another versus, independently. Now, I will say that I don't really care how high they are. I more so look for them to be kind of equal. And I guess, yeah, typically, it's like 5 minimum or something. But there's so much room for a variation in what CFTF says than what I come to find when I actually explore some of these backlinks myself, that I would say it's, not reliable to just gauge anything by those two metrics. However, when blanketing and looking at kind of a broad spectrum of different websites, it'll help kind of break things down into smaller groups for you. But that would be the only time I really put much weight into TFCF. Not to say that I don't think it's a bad metric. Don't get me wrong. If I had to think about it, DR, DA even, and CFTF together can kind of give you a nice broad picture of things.
What is SEMrush's metric?
I was just actually kind of thinking about that.
Because I was thinking about it in one of the last questions. I can't even remember the last time I used SEMrush. I can't actually even remember the last time I went into our Majestic account. I really never use it myself. Yeah. But yeah, I don't even know what SEMrush's main metric is.
That's what I'm trying to look for it right now, because I haven't been in SEMrush in I don't know how long.
And I'm actually also surprised because SEMrush seems to be kind of the tides seem to be kind of shifting to people liking SEMrush now because of Ahrefs' new pricing structure.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What a mess. God.
It just seems kind of crazy. I don't want to really go too much into it, but it hasn't affected us yet because we're on we have a legacy account, an older account, but apparently it's going to affect us too. So I guess we'll have to see exactly how much it affects us. So yeah, maybe in a couple months I'll be saying CF and TF is way better, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, did you look up SEMrush's metric? Did you see what it was?
No, I was just looking around in their pictures of their dashboard. Oh, sorry,
there's
a lawnmower. Yeah,
that's really loud. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, CF and TF definitely useful. It's not something I really look at a lot myself. If you wanted to kind of emulate what our guest post service does, you could do like minimum of 5 is what you'd look for, or 10 or whatever. And after that, you can just look at other stuff. But if you're looking through the backlinks yourself, you're kind of getting a good idea of their site and it looks healthy and whatnot. It's got decent authority. Not absolutely necessary, but definitely something you can look at, and definitely not the worst of the metrics. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.